Hi, this is now with Silopochli with Pat Washington, and we're at the border. And I was going to ask you, what do you think about the Minutemen trying to make a division between the black community and the Mexican community or indigenous people overall?
One of the things that I really believe very strongly is that they can't do that if we don't allow them to do it. So my issues are more with black people who allow themselves to be manipulated against another oppressed group. For me, the issue isn't so much the people trying to do the manipulation, is how can we be so gullible? How can we be so stupid, really? How can we be so insensitive to the similarities between Mexicans, blacks, and other groups that we allow that to happen? It seems more realistic, more beneficial, more sensible that we recognize the differences among us, but also pay very close attention to the similarities, and that we work to our very best energy, put our very best energy into making sure those kinds of efforts fail miserably because we're too smart to let that happen.
Yeah, I think Mexicans and black people should learn from each other's histories and struggles. Because also there's a lot of stereotypes with the Mexican community about black people, and I think the media is doing a good job of dividing and conquering us,
Exactly.
and I think we should be uniting because we have more in common, and we have the same oppressor.
Well, we have more in common, particularly when you think about the whole struggle for humane treatment, humane access to education, housing, health care, decent food, and a decent quality of life. All of those issues are life issues that impact blacks as well as Mexicans. And when you look at over the years, hundreds of years, decades, even in the most recent last few years, all the efforts to undermine the quality of life for Mexicans are things that are also being used to undermine the quality of life for blacks. And so when we recognize that, then it makes more sense to do things together to increase our access to a better quality of life. Do it in coalition, do it in alliance, do it separately, and then come together when we need a critical mass. It makes more sense to advocate for human treatment for ourselves as well as others, because at the end of the day, the reality is every single one of us wants the same thing. We want our children to have access to education. We want decent jobs that pay a livable wage. We want to be able to protect our health. Those kinds of things are all important to all of us. And when we actually fall victim to scapegoating another group because we believe that's going to elevate our group, we all lose.
Yeah, because that's one of the arguments that quote unquote illegals or Mexicans are taking away African American or black jobs. And I tell them, even if we weren't taking away the so-called jobs, white people or the oppressor will find a way to abuse black people.
Right. But the whole issue of black jobs, Mexican jobs, Asian jobs, white jobs, one of the things that we keep missing is that whites still retain the best jobs for themselves. And so while we are fighting each other over access to jobs that don't pay an affordable wage, we could more realistically be working together for the best jobs that are still beyond the reach of both of our groups.
Yeah, because I learned even in college that you as an African person can have better education than a white person, and the white person gets paid more, even if he's male, even more of a privilege.
Exactly. And that holds true across the board. So when you think about it, what is it that we can do as human beings who are across the board being mistreated in terms of our worth, in terms of our humanity, in terms of our access to education? We can work together and actually move all of our groups forward simultaneously instead of letting our groups be divided and kept at the bottom and on the margin. We can accomplish so much more together. And there's an old cliche about how if one person stands alone, it's more easy to defeat that individual. But when a bunch of people stand together, they are more difficult to defeat. You accomplish more working together. than standing alone. That's true for an individual. It's also true for ethnic groups. If we work together, we accomplish more. We have a better chance of moving forward than if our individual groups are working separately.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.